Watching individuals in their 60s, 70s, 80s, or even 90s exhibit strength, walk confidently, climb stairs easily, and embrace life according to their own preferences is truly inspiring. Maintaining leg strength and mobility as we age is not only admirable, but also essential for independence and overall quality of life. However, this achievement is rarely due to luck. Those who retain their strength well into older age generally do so through a strong sense of purpose. They lead a healthy lifestyle, participate in regular physical activity, and ensure they supply their bodies with the necessary nutrients. The problem today is that the quality of our food has markedly declined compared to earlier times. Soil depletion and modern farming techniques have resulted in insufficient levels of many vital nutrients in our food supply. Consequently, many, especially seniors, rely on supplements to support their health. While supplement use itself isn't inherently problematic, issues arise when these products cause harm, sometimes subtly undermining leg strength, balance, and mobility without you realizing it. This video will highlight 5 common vitamins that, when misused, can greatly weaken your leg strength. The last vitamin on this list may pose the greatest risk of all. Before we move forward, I recommend taking a moment to like this video and subscribe to the channel. This knowledge extends its reach to a wider audience, especially those who truly need it, individuals who deserve the chance to preserve their strength and independence for as long as possible. But let's uncover the shadows lurking within these details. 1. Vitamin D. This vital nutrient is essential for maintaining strong bones, muscles, and overall mobility, particularly as years wear down the body. It aids in calcium absorption, boosts immune defenses, and is critical for peak muscle performance. Yet, how can something so basic turn against you, slowly eroding the strength in your legs? There's a dark secret to consider. Vitamin D operates most effectively only when it is in harmony with 2 other vital nutrients, vitamin K2 and magnesium. Without these allies, your body may fail to regulate calcium in the right way, causing it to build up where it shouldn't, your arteries, joints, and muscles, setting the stage for danger. This is where the nightmare begins. Excessive vitamin D intake, especially when not balanced with K2 and magnesium, can lead to muscle cramps, weakness, stiffness, and pain that gnaw at your legs. A study in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition revealed that imbalances between vitamin D and K2 might accelerate arterial calcification, cloaking blood flow and muscle function in darkness. Beware, consuming high doses of vitamin D beyond 4,000 IU daily without proper balancing can lead to toxicity, an insidious threat to your health. This insidious condition threatens to disturb the delicate mineral balance within the body, silently creeping into your system and manifesting in symptoms like inexplicable weakness, overwhelming fatigue, and sinister impairments to neuromuscular function. The most effective way to combat this darkness is through strategic supplementation with vitamin D, but beware, the key lies in maintaining a precise, almost guarded ratio of vitamin D3 to K2 for optimal results. The ideal ratio is 1,000 IU of D3 to 10 micrograms of K2, a careful balance that must not be disturbed. To be exact, when you take 1,000 IU of vitamin D3, which is equivalent to 25 micrograms, you should pair it with 10 micrograms of K2 to ensure harmony. When faced with a more potent dose of 5,000 IU of D3, it becomes even more crucial to combine it with a targeted 50 micrograms of K2, lest the darkness take deeper root. Remember, for each 1,000 IU, equivalent to 25 micrograms, vitamin D3, a dose of 10 micrograms of K2 is essential. Supplementing with massive quantities like 5,000 IU demands an equally formidable pairing of 50 micrograms of K2. Yet, the shadows conceal more than just vitamins. Magnesium holds a vital role, a silent guardian that activates vitamin D within the body's hidden depths and prevents the lurking threat of calcium overload, an insidious buildup that can threaten to imprison the unsuspecting within their own bones. And then there is calcium, a paradox lurking in the shadows. Though not a vitamin, its role is pivotal, especially as it is frequently promoted as a guardian of retinal strength for the elderly. Be warned, improper use of calcium supplements can unleash greater harm than good, turning what should be a safeguard into a vessel of destruction, fueling the darkness from within. In the shadowed depths of aging, older adults are often advised to wield calcium supplements as a shield to fortify their brittle bones and stave off sinister fractures. Yet, beneath this seemingly protective veneer lies a chilling truth. These supplements can secretly undermine your leg strength and increase the ominous risk of falls and breaks, especially when not fortified by a careful balance of vital nutrients. Calcium does not simply find its way to your bones on its own. It demands the guiding hand of vitamin D, vitamin K2, and magnesium to lead it safely home. Without these guardians, calcium may slither into unhealthy places, lurking within arteries and muscles, causing stiffness, suffocating circulation, cramps, and the haunting ache of leg pain. A dark study from 2010, published in the British Medical Journal, uncovered that taking calcium alone, without the protective embrace of vitamin D, heightened the peril of heart attacks. More recently, research in the Journal of the American Geriatric Society revealed that high doses of calcium failed to genuinely reduce fracture risk among the elderly, and instead brought whispers of muscle weakness and diminished mobility, as if the body strength is slowly siphoned away. The stark truth remains it is safer and wiser to seek calcium primarily from the nourishing depths of food rather than from supplements. Food provides a steady, natural infiltration of calcium, accompanied by other essential nutrients that work unseen yet effectively to bolster your health, shielding you from the darkness lurking within. Incorporate dark leafy greens, sesame seeds, sardines, almonds, tofu, and low-oxalate vegetables such as bok choy into your diet. These foods provide calcium in a form that your body can efficiently absorb and utilize, reducing the likelihood of excess buildup. Older adults should avoid taking calcium supplements unless specifically advised by a healthcare provider, and only when combined with appropriate co-nutrients. Neglecting to follow these guidelines could result in a gradual decline in leg strength, ultimately affecting long-term mobility. Vitamin A is another essential nutrient that supports various bodily functions, including vision, immune response, and skin health. Surprisingly, excessive intake of vitamin A can silently threaten your leg strength. Many seniors inadvertently consume more than recommended doses. How does this happen? It's simpler than you might think. Many use multiple supplements, such as multivitamins, bone health formulas, and immune boosters, that often contain overlapping amounts of vitamin A. Careful examination reveals that they may be regularly ingesting far more than the advised daily amount without realizing it. The real issue with vitamin arises from this unintentional overconsumption. It functions as an immune support, but the unintended excess can pose risks, especially considering many products contain overlapping doses of vitamin A. After thorough examination, it becomes clear that you often ingest far more than the recommended daily amount, often without realizing the danger lurking beneath. The true menace of vitamin A lies in this silent overload. Because vitamin A is fat-soluble, unlike water-soluble vitamins such as C and B complexes, which the body easily sheds, this compound remains trapped within your system. It silently builds up in the liver and fat tissues, creeping toward potentially toxic levels that can cause unseen harm. What horrors does this hold for your legs? Studies reveal that excess vitamin A can lead to the decay of muscles and bones, chronic fatigue, joint pain, and a frighteningly greater risk of fractures. A recent report in the New England Journal of Medicine warns that persistent high intake of vitamin A diminishes bone density and increases fracture susceptibility, especially in the elderly. This insidious process weakens your legs and raises the threat of falling into darkness. The upper safe limit for adults is 3,000 micrograms or 10,000 IU of preformed vitamin A daily, encompassing all sources, supplements, fortified foods, and more. While beta-carotene, the plant-based form, is usually safer, it can still accumulate swiftly if consumed in excess through supplements, turning your health into a fragile, ticking time bomb. When consuming multiple vitamins, diligent scrutiny of labels is critical to avoid falling prey to this hidden peril. It's possible that you are unknowingly consuming too much vitamin at one time. This silent excess could slowly weaken your leg strength, drain your energy, and diminish your independence, leaving you more vulnerable and less able to cope. Vitamin E is often praised for its powerful antioxidant effects and its role in protecting heart health. Yet, there is a stark truth that many, especially seniors, tend to overlook. Misusing or overusing vitamin E can gradually sap your vitality and impair your mobility. The most troubling sign: synthetic vitamin E supplements, usually labeled as DL-alpha tocopherol, are common in inexpensive supplements and multivitamins. Unfortunately, this synthetic form is processed differently by the body than natural vitamin E, and high doses have been linked to muscle weakness, fatigue, and nerve problems, especially in older adults. Even natural versions like D-alpha-tocopherol aren't free of risk if taken excessively. Since vitamin E is a fat-soluble vitamin like I, it accumulates in the body over time. This buildup can interfere with vitamin K's functions, cause excessive blood thinning, and harm muscle and nerve health. Studies show that taking high doses of vitamin E, particularly more than 400 IU daily, may increase the risk of death and worsen muscle function in older people. Finding a balance and exercising caution is vital, as the path of overindulgence leads to a gradual decline that is hard to notice until too late. It is recommended that older adults keep their vitamin E intake within the established dietary guidelines, which suggest roughly 15 mg or 22.4 international units daily for adults. This total includes the combined contributions from both foods and supplements. What is the most effective way to source vitamin E? It is vital to obtain tocotrienols, the more potent and protective form of vitamin E, from whole foods rather than isolated high-dose supplements. Tocotrienols are abundantly found in red palm oil, rice bran oil, annatto, as well as in a variety of nuts and seeds. The antioxidant benefits are derived from these sources without the risks associated with high levels of tocopherols. If your diet already includes plenty of nutrients from healthy fats, nuts, seeds, and plant oils, taking a vitamin E supplement might be unnecessary. If you decide to supplement, choose a mixed tocotrienol formulation and keep your intake within safe, moderate limits. It is essential to ensure that efforts to protect your health do not inadvertently impair your ability to move freely. Additionally, vitamin B6 is a vital nutrient that supports numerous bodily functions. Vitamin B6 plays a sinister role in the depths of our biological machinery, lurking within the shadows of protein metabolism, cognitive development, and neurotransmitter production. Its presence is essential for maintaining the fragile facade of health and vitality, but beneath this necessity lies a dark threat, one that could compromise your very legs. Many remain in oblivious darkness, unaware of the peril that lurks in seemingly harmless supplements. We focus on vitamin B6 because it holds the potential for grave harm. Although it isn't inherently malignant, its vital functions in nerve activity, red blood cell formation, and brain health mask a dangerous undercurrent. Your body requires it for survival, yet the real danger arises from the doses people unwittingly ingest. For those over 50, the recommended daily intake hovers around 151.7 mg, paltry compared to the quantities found in most stores. Step into any pharmacy or supplement aisle, and you'll see bottles boasting 50, 100, or even 500 mg per serving, amounts that dwarf what your body demands by thousands of %. This disparity conceals a looming threat. Though vitamin B6 is water-soluble and seemingly harmless, high concentrations can accumulate insidiously within the body. Excessive intake, especially over prolonged periods, can usher in a terrifying form of toxicity, leading to irreversible nerve damage. What nightmares emerge from this silent assault? The earliest signs are tingling, numbness, and a burning sensation, a relentless, pins and needles torment creeping into your feet and legs, whispering of chaos within your nervous system. The darkness of this threat is real, and many remain vulnerable, unaware of how a simple supplement can sow the seeds of crippling loss. If left unchecked, it could lead to muscle weakness, loss of coordination, and difficulties in walking. For older adults, this might mean a decreased ability to stand steadily, climb stairs, or move freely. Recent research in neurology has shown that taking high-dose B6 supplements over a long period can cause sensory neuropathy, a nerve disorder that severely impacts leg function and mobility. What's even more troubling is that these symptoms may linger even after stopping the supplements, leaving individuals to face ongoing challenges. When using multivitamins, B-complex formulas, energy drinks, or mood enhancers, it's crucial to be mindful of the total B6 intake. Many people unknowingly consume multiple products with high B6 levels, assuming it's safe because it's water-soluble. But when it comes to your nerves and legs, excess B6 is not harmless. It's better to focus on obtaining these nutrients through natural foods like bananas, chickpeas, salmon, and potatoes. If supplementation becomes necessary, keeping the dose between 10 and 20 mg is advisable unless advised otherwise by a healthcare professional. It is also important to remain cautious, particularly with foods like potatoes, and ensure that the dosage aligns with medical guidance. Ignoring these precautions could mean risking irreversible nerve damage and ongoing suffering. Certainly. Additionally, it is crucial to be aware of another important warning. When taking vitamin B9, whether as folic acid or folate, you must also ensure adequate intake of vitamin B12. Supplementing with B9 can mask the symptoms of a B12 deficiency, especially in laboratory tests. A deficiency in B12 can be highly dangerous, as it may lead to severe nerve damage, affecting leg strength, balance, and overall neurological health. To protect your nervous system and sustain mobility, it is advisable to consume vitamin B12 in forms that are easily absorbed, such as methylcobalamin or adenosylcobalamin, particularly if you are over 60, since absorption tends to decline with age. Having identified 5 vitamins that potentially reduce leg strength in seniors if misused, it is also important to share effective, natural ways to maintain and even improve leg strength. These strategies can help you stay active and independent into your 70s, 80s, and beyond. Ultimately, success depends not only on avoiding certain risks, but also on the actions you take. Maintaining your momentum is key. The old saying about using your legs to prevent decline holds true. Incorporate light daily activities like walking, gentle squats supported by a chair, or climbing stairs to preserve muscle tone, improve balance, and boost blood flow. On the other hand, a sedentary lifestyle can lead to muscle wasting and stiffness quickly, making it essential to move regularly as part of your routine without exception. Next, critically assess your diet, focusing especially on your intake of carbohydrates. Diets high in sugar and refined grains can cause elevated insulin levels, which may lead to ongoing inflammation and muscle breakdown. As we age, our metabolism becomes more sensitive to changes in blood sugar levels. Reducing your consumption of bread, pasta, sweets, and heavily processed foods can greatly improve your strength and increase your energy levels. Sunlight is a vital, yet often overlooked factor. Regular and safe exposure to sunlight helps your body produce vitamin D and also boosts your mood, improves sleep quality, and maintains hormonal balance, all crucial for your overall health. Spending just 15 to 30 minutes in the sun a few times weekly can make a meaningful difference, especially if combined with physical activity during that time. Remember the importance of magnesium. This mineral is essential for muscle function, nerve transmission, energy generation, and activating vitamin D. Unfortunately, many individuals over 60 are unaware they may be deficient in magnesium. Include magnesium-rich foods such as pumpkin seeds, spinach, and almonds in your diet. Consider taking a carefully chosen magnesium supplement, like magnesium glycinate or malate, which are gentler on the stomach and absorb more efficiently. Additionally, stay properly hydrated, prioritize high-quality protein sources, and ensure you get sufficient sleep to support your health and vitality. The basic principles are often neglected, yet they remain the fragile foundation for preserving muscle strength and mobility as we age, a truth that too many overlook with a heavy heart. Approaching supplementation requires careful consideration and a cautious mind. It's important to understand the delicate interactions between various supplements, genuinely evaluate your true needs, and lean on natural methods to support your body's health from the very ground up. As time passes, maintaining mobility becomes increasingly vital, yet it can seem elusive or fading. It's crucial to be mindful of how we support ourselves, discerning, assessing, and prioritizing natural approaches in a world that often forgets these simple truths. If you found this video meaningful, I encourage you to give it a thumbs up, share it with those you care about, and subscribe so we can continue sharing more insightful content like this. Your legs, so vital for your independence and well-being, deserve your utmost care.